Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at a track system called Z-Trak. So versus some of the other track systems out there, this is a lot thicker track. That's what's in this box. This is all the various standoffs for the bikes. So the track will go across there, and I'll show you closer. I want to take out the lock and load, which I'm not 100% satisfied with. This system should work with the hard tonneau cover from Under Armour, and you'll get like hooks, like I said, various standoffs. We'll take a look at this because this is aluminum bed, or if you have a composite bed, some trucks are composite, you'll need riv nuts, and these are just stainless. You can get these on Amazon. They're actually not that expensive. Same with the riv nut tool. You will also need for at least these ones, you'll need a 23/64 drill bit. So I got two of those right here that are good and sharp. I don't think they've really ever been used. And of course I got the 1.5 inch 6-foot Z-Trak tie downs and soft loop. They kind of look like the Pro Taper ones, so they swivel. So that's cool. I'm glad they're quality units, because having a quality strap is always good. So there's two in a package, so there's 3 sets here to go with 3 places to put these onto the Z-Trak that goes across. So I might, because of my setup, because I do have a bed rug, is I might have to cut out that part. I might not though. I might just cut around the holes and leave the bed rug there. We'll see how that works. That's why I'm bringing you this video, because you might have this set up. And again, this is a Ford F150 with the 6.5 bed, although they say it's raised 6.7, 6 foot 7 inches, and it doesn't really matter the make, but it's a FX4 SuperCab. I have the back doors that open backwards, so not the full doors, but the bed size is what matters. So this is what it looks like with the tonneau cover up. Here's everything unpacked. We got an instruction book that was packed with the track system. You get a couple hooks, tie down points to go into the track system. You get a sticker, it looks like, probably a warranty sheet. You get the self-tapping screws, although I can't use the self-tapping screws on this vehicle due to its aluminum bed. To be honest, I'd rather use the riv nuts anyways, to tell you the truth, because then I can pull this off easy down the road. I keep my vehicles long term, can pull this off easy if need be, or sell the vehicle. I can just pull it off. And yeah, you know, and yeah, there'll be, I guess, little holes there, but it is what it is. The track itself, you're probably wondering, how'd you get a red one? I just asked them. So ask them. It's just powder coating. So if they're running a batch of red, then you might be able to get a red. I just wanted red because, I don't know, I kind of like the red accent in general on my vehicles. Just, it's one of the colors I like. There's a notch up here, and that notch is the middle of this track. So you're gonna hold, well, what you're gonna do is take a tape measure, you're gonna measure, find the center, hold this up, see if that's the center, and go from there. I'm gonna have to take off the tonneau cover to easily get to all that stuff. Not a big deal. It's pretty easy to come off of my truck. Also in the kit I got includes 3 of these, and also 3 of these plates. These plates, you're probably wondering, what do they do? So I kind of mocked up over here what it does. So here's one of the standoffs, right? That's gonna put the wheel so it's this way. So if I load a bike here, and this bike's gonna be set back for handlebars, then that bike will be forward, okay? So 3 motorcycles in the bed, 3 e-bikes, what have you. So just to show you, this clips in, which is just this plate. It clips in. This is going to bolt to this track. It's sitting good right there. So this, you're gonna have the option to go high on this, and see, the middle, or low. I have a tonneau cover, so I'm guessing it's going to be the low one, but maybe the middle one's going to work, but this being pushed out, the high one also might work. Whereas the ones set that way, just on this bracket alone, I might, because of the cover, have to either go with the low setting or the middle setting. I need to go ahead and get that tonneau cover taken off. In the description, I will have everything listed, especially the stuff I got off Amazon. So you're gonna want the 1/4 by 20 riv nuts, and it will tell you the drill bit size is 23/64 or a 9mm. These are the bolts, Allen bolts that are stainless, that came with the riv nuts, and it comes with washers. So you get all that as a purchase. And then the riv nut tool is a purchase. Obviously my case is a little different because I had the bed rug, so I had to cut the bed rug out. I figured that would probably be the best. That was my own decision. Now, could you put holes through the bed rug and still attach this with the riv nuts and stuff? Maybe, but I figured this should probably be flush. So I got some Velcro sticky residue still on here from the bed rug. So don't mind that. My case is a little different. I also got a level, I got a Sharpie. Luckily the bed rug's here, so that kind of helps me out. You know, keep that up there along with the bike stand. However, just go up a little and you can measure it if you want to be precise, if it's like a little over here, a little over there. But I also have the tonneau cover, so I'm just going off the track. That looks pretty good right there as far as center goes. I'm just going to mark one of the sides. And where it marked, it kind of put it inside the indent. So I don't quite like that so much. I'm going to go just a tad that way. And I want to take another look. I like that more. Right there. And then yeah, this side would also be outside of, there's a indentation. So I like that. I like where that's at the top. So it's outside of the indentation. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, drill the one side, use a punch, drill the one side, and then use the riv nut. So a punch, you can get them off Amazon, not that much money. Find the center, roughly there. Okay, that just makes it so the drill bit doesn't walk around. Okay, got that through. So I got a hole through the bed. Scary. So I got the riv nut tool. I put on the correct end that matches up to what I need. That should match up to the hole. It does. I'm going to kind of move that out of the way. And I go ahead, put that flush. And then there we go. It's nice and tight. You unthread it. And it's done just like that. Not hard. These are stainless. They're not gonna rust. The screws I bought that come with it, stainless. And so then all I really have to do is line up this one and say, there we go. I mean, they even give you, if you don't have Allen wrenches, they give you an Allen wrench. So take my Sharpie, take my punch, go over here, lift it up, figure it out. Right there seems about right. And if I want to check a level, you can use a level too. And that's spot on the money right there. There. Do it a few times. Of course, you can use a little bit smaller drill bit. Then that will also act as a pilot. There we go. So once again, take a riv nut and just look at the directions. I thought they were pretty self-explanatory just looking at the tool, but it will go out. There's a lip. The lip goes towards the tool. Just then screw it on. Nice and tight. Come over. Insert it flush. And squeeze. There we go. And then the middle handle just unthreads the center. And there we have that one. Pretty much what she looks like. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 in on the top. I'm gonna go ahead because I messed up on that one. I'm gonna put another one on that side. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of them across the top. And then on the bottom, I think I'll just go every other. But this way it's screwed on, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just drill all those pilot holes, if you will, with the guy that just fits in to there. That way it will be where it needs to be. Okay, got all my holes drilled top. I got some of them on the bottom drilled. I got my anti-seize, good stuff. So I got an Allen, which is a number 4mm for the impact, just so I can make this go a little quicker once I hand start it. There we go. Some of them have resistance just because it's hard, because again, it's on that slant mold into the truck that to go in perfectly. Okay, that one couldn't get any easier than that guy. Now we know I had this one's messed up, so won't worry about that one. So all those are threaded in where I'm comfortable using the impact now. However, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the bottom ones and see how well I did. And I'm going ahead and anti-seizing everything just because so many of them are a little on the rough side. Okay, that one threaded right in, cool. Remember, I'm also fighting with the bed rug on my truck. Okay, I finished it. Yay! Oh my God. And then this, I'm gonna have to put some double-sided tape up in here and re-stick that, but that's fine for now. Well, there we have it. She is on, so we'll take a look at those attachments. So we'll start with this guy. So middle of the truck is there. There we go. That is locked in like so. So it sticks out. I think the tonneau cover ends there, so that's good. Sounds good. Then I have the bolts and nuts with lock washers built on. That is for these brackets and these guys. So I get to decide where I want them. I think this one could be middle because it goes past. So 2 13 mils to put those bolts on there. And Those lock in. There's even ratchet straps to go right to this point. You can put in these hooks into this spot and go right to the rail. So you can go here, you can go there. I like that there's options. There we have it. So I just have to clean up the aluminum shavings and we're good to go. I'll put the tonneau cover back on and we will be ready to test this out. But there she is, all put together. Overall, it's not that bad. It's just how the truck is designed with that indentation. And you'll see what I mean. Look at the rail of your bed there, and you'll see that. So my suggestion to Z-Trak is just to be a little bit taller, just a tad taller on this back rail, upper rail. On this upper rail here, just be a tad taller. I mean, we have plenty of room here to play with. Why not have this top rail come into this flat spot? That would avoid walking where you end up going down. That was the hardest thing, was getting that so it wouldn't walk. And the best bet I found was to use the Z-Trak as a guide with a smaller drill bit. And even then, trying to get the riv nuts to be flat when they're on an angle is really hard. So that's my suggestion to them. All companies can make improvements. That's not a bad thing. Is just go a tad higher there. That's all you need to do for the F-150s. And then you'd be up into this nice flat area. So here it is with the tonneau cover on. Plenty of room. The only issue I see is, because I hate taking the tonneau cover off, is I actually want one more of these. So when I typically have two bikes, you know, if you have a tonneau cover, how does this work? So you're probably going to want two of those to push the bikes out if you don't want to remove the tonneau cover. And if you're removing the tonneau cover to haul three bikes, then sure, this works just fine. Then after one bike, I typically carry two bikes. Very rarely do I carry three bikes, but I have done that. So this is, I like this. I like the setup. You have to cut out the bed rug. I think this is going to work much better than the lock and load system, just because, I don't know. I never liked drilling into the bed of the floor. Although it's there, it's going to live there. I much prefer to go back there, even though there was a little bit of complication with the Ford F150 from 2016. Mine's an XL technically, but I don't think that really makes a difference. It's the year. 2016 would be the same as all the others. And the long bed, meaning the 6 foot 5 inch bed. No, it's not an 8 foot bed, so that would be technically a long bed. But yeah, this looks pretty good. So what do you all think? Would you run this? If you would, that's cool. Leave a comment down below what you think. If you have any questions, maybe I can help you. And you all take care, stay well, stay safe, and get out there and ride. Have a good one. Bye.